Can loose lips actually sink ships? Can I assume that I will get that next promotion, get that meeting, even if it's in my head? What's going on, everyone? It's Mateo Elvira, your host of the Sales Dev Squad podcast. And in this episode, we'll be covering the importance of just asking. Stay tuned. When I first started as an SDR, I was deathly afraid of asking for things, whether that was a raise, a promotion, even a meeting. I'm an anxious person by nature, and I tend to assume a lot, which is probably an extreme fault to my own. And what I'm here to say is that loose lips sink ships. It's a quote that I've heard a long time ago, and I've also heard another rendition of this, which pretty much says, you don't get what you don't ask for. And I thought about this, and it's so true. You know, we can't assume that the people around us, our bosses, our family, our parents, our significant other, can read our brains and know how we feel and know what we want. And making assumptions is kind of dangerous because we assume that people know things, but they don't most of the time, right? So this idea of making assumptions is actually pretty dangerous if you think about it. I wanted to give you an example because I've been inspired by a content creator out there, and his name is Chris Do. He is the host of a YouTube channel called The Futur. And I'm a huge fan of his content. He recently posted on LinkedIn, and I just decided to comment and ask him if he'd be open to hopping on the Sales Dev Squad podcast as a guest. It's already tough to get guests on the podcast to begin with, let alone Chris Do, who's an insanely busy guy. But I just went ahead and asked, and here's the response. Crazy. You know, granted, he's a really busy guy, and I'll have to follow up with him in 2021, but it just goes to show you how important it is to just ask, right? And if I reflect on if there's anything that I could really push myself on when I first started as an SDR was to just be comfortable with rejection, be comfortable just asking, right? What's the worst that could happen? Someone says no, someone says no thanks, right? And, although there's a common misconception that SDRs are just appointment setters or I'm just an SDR, right? I think this is a testament that the skills that we learn as an SDR, right? These prospecting, these communication skills, right? Like asking for the meeting, right? This is incredibly important, incredibly valuable. And these skills have allowed me to get amazing guests on this podcast, to give me the opportunity to meet some incredible people out there. And so if we really think about it, loose lips actually do sink ship, right? If we keep our mouth shut and we assume that our boss knows what promotion we want and, our significant other knows how we feel, right? And so I highly advise, or I highly recommend anyone out there to just ask for what they want, right? Ask for what you want, communicate what you want, and the worst that could happen is someone says no. The best that could happen is someone says yes. Let me know what you guys think down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button if you guys found any of these videos helpful, and thank you so much for tuning in to another video.